Hello, and welcome to the 94th edition of Beer Issues. My name is Matt Bruckert, and I'm coming to you with a very special beer today. It's called from the Allagash Brewery, the Allagash White, which is a Belgian-style wheat beer from this great brewery up in Maine. And just to give you an idea of how special this beer is, it's rated 93 out of 100, which makes it a very good beer. But it's also rated the number 2 Belgian-style wheat beer in the world, okay? So the Belgian-style wheat beer, the number 1 Belgian-style wheat beer in the world is the St. Bernardus wheat, which is from Belgium. But this is the only one, the highest rated one in the United States for a Belgian-style wheat. And let me tell you, I've had it, and it's phenomenal. And now, for my friends that can live in Florida, you can get this in Florida. I think year-round, I'm hoping, but you can definitely buy it in Florida. I know I've had it before, and I think I've only had it in bombers, but now you can buy it in 12 packs, which is what I did, because I knew it was a really delicious beer, and I liked it a lot, especially for the summertime. Because as you can see with the color, look at that. It's a really, really light, hazy type color. And that haze comes from a combination of the yeast and the proteins that they use that are within the malts and the oat and the wheat. So you're getting a nice hazy color, which also means I believe that it's unfiltered. So a nice white, perfect head on that beer. Just a beautiful beer in general, in a beautiful Beer Issues glass, of course. So I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to go ahead and smell this. I have had it before. I know how it tastes, and it's phenomenal. So I'm going to go ahead and smell it. So with this, when I get this first smell, what I'm smelling a lot of is the yeast that's coming through the beer, a little bit of lemon, and some coriander, which are typical for a Belgian-style yeast. Now, Belgian-style yeast, I'm assuming that's the Belgian yeast, which makes it kind of special or brings out that aroma or that smell, because I love it, and I love Belgian beers in general. So, but a Belgian wheat is less common than a lot of the other ones, but a very delicious beer nonetheless. So I'm going to go ahead and taste this. Just as wonderful as I remember. Now, the great thing about this beer, it clocks in at 5.1% alcohol by volume. So it is a beer that you can drink several of, which I'm sure that I will. But it's so light and delicious that you can drink it in the evening. You can drink it out by the pool. You could drink it when you're going to whenever a sporting event starts. You can take it there. Anywhere you go, there's no place that a good, delicious Allagash White would not be the perfect beer for you. So make sure you check this beer out, because I think that you'll be very happy if you're a fan of the wheat beers or a fan of the Belgian wheats, or wits as they like to call them, okay? So make sure you check it out. Now, there's a lot of other great Belgian wheat beers, okay? Obviously, we talk about the St. Bernardus wheat, which is number 1. But when I think of other ones out there, there's a whole bunch of them. But I always think of, common ones. Hoegaarden, right? Hoegaarden's a Belgian wheat. And that one, just in comparison on ratings, is rated number 55 in the world. And that's a true Belgian wheat. So it's 55. This is number 2, and it's made in Maine, which is phenomenal that the breweries in the U.S. are producing such phenomenal beers and they get rated so highly, even when it's not necessarily the style, a U.S. style necessarily. So phenomenal job with Allagash. I love your beer, and I hope everybody gets out there and tries it. Now, if you've enjoyed this, make sure you tell your friends, and make sure they tell their friends, and their friends tell their friends, until everybody out there has seen Beer Issues and knows about Beer Issues and learns about beer with Beer Issues. You can also go into shop.beerissues.com to get cool merchandise like this great hat that we have here. And a lot of other phone cases, you name it. We got Beer Issues, everything. So anyway, make sure that you tell your friends so they can enjoy it. And as my wife likes to say, I have beer issues.